Hey guys, how are you? What's up? Hope everybody is enjoying shopping for Black Friday sales. Don't forget, if you have a Family Dollar or a Dollar General in your area, today is Saturday. If you download the app, you get $5 off of $25 purchases, and they got some really cool like pajama bottom pants. They're soft, they're comfy, etc. Matter of fact, when AT and I were together, I bought him a pair of pajama bottoms from like Family Dollar or Dollar General. I can't remember which one it was, and wrapped that just as a cheap present. Although his other presents were ridiculously expensive, he absolutely loves those pajama bottoms and he wears them all the time. He just ran out with the clothes that were on his back. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He had time to pick and choose the clothes he wanted to take, and then he left everything else, including like military uniforms, which is kind of crazy. Pictures of his mom and dad's first date. Yeah, I've got that framed picture. He doesn't even want it. I bet Judy would have a heart attack knowing I had that picture. Anyway, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I am coming on in response to my live last night. Flava, stop lying. Stop lying. You hood rat. All you do is lie. Period. Point blank. You admitted on your live stream, which is now downloaded into my computer, that you called the police station where I live, impersonated another woman to see if I was in fact in my home. You're a liar about me being swatted in the hospital. You're a liar. Mike Slicer, 1972, is always in your chat. Drop him a link. Drop him a link, right? And he will tell you. And you're like, oh, I know that she would have immediately gone live if she was swatted, right? No, I wanted to. Trust me, I wanted to. I was so pissed. And Mike is the one that told me no. Mike is the one that told me not to fire up another live stream. Do I know what an actual SWAT is? Well, when you're laying in a hospital bed, and it was not hospital security, it was the Muskogee County Police Department, right? Supervisors, etc., that were in my room, that is swatted. When you think that you're safe in a hospital and you have police officers. Yes, Parkin is finally free from the Patterson crime family. 100% bald spot. 100% bald spot. 100%. And why didn't I say anything until now? Mike said something on Jenny Jen Jen's interview that the police came in my room. And you want to say I called the police? Dr. House, you just make up shit. You just make up shit, right? All you do is make up shit. Because you're like, oh, the call came from the hospital internally, and they found out it was Michelle, and she was kicked out of the hospital. Bull fucking shit. Bull fucking shit. What you don't know is because I was on a fucking psych hold, is that I had somebody in my room with me 24/7. Literally. And they switch shifts every 12 hours. Every 12 hours, they switch shifts. It was so hard to sleep. You think it's hard to sleep in a hospital when they come in and take your vitals constantly? Yeah, that's hard. That's hard to sleep. But when you have a stranger sitting in your room 24 fucking 7, it makes it even harder to sleep. I never made a phone call to the fucking like hospital. You're full of shit. Like seriously. They could not leave me alone because I was 1013. I was on a mental hold and I was not allowed to be left alone, period. Period. Like if the person that was watching me on the 12-hour shift had to go to the bathroom, she had to get a nurse to come sit in my room because I wasn't allowed. I had no privacy. I mean, I could take a shower. Well, actually, I took a shower when when they transferred me to my room from ICU because there was no shower in ICU. So I could take a shower in privacy. They didn't watch me shower, right? But there was somebody sitting with me 24 motherfucking 7 watching every single thing that I did. 24/7. And what happened is I wanted to go live after I got swatted, right? And Mike is like, no, don't do it. Don't give Flavor, the satisfaction of letting her know that calling the hospital worked out. Flavor, he's in your chat all the time. Drop him a link. Drop him a link. And as soon as I got swatted, literally, and you say, what swatted? Well, I would say that 5+ police officers, not hospital security, police officers coming into a hospital room, I would say that that would be swatted. And you know what? I don't know if the hospital's on lockdown or not. I don't know. I was in my room. Maybe it was. But they came to my room and they said that I said on my live that I was going to shoot up the parking lot. And Mike even told me, he's like, I told you not to go live. Like on my first live. And I said that Mike was playing solitaire and video games. It was on his phone. He was playing that on his phone. It's not swatting. Well, what the fuck would you call it? If you were in your hospital bed, relaxing, right? And 5 cops come in a fucking room, I would say that hands on their guns. I would say that's swatting. You're saying not swatting. Let it fucking happen to you. Let it happen to you. Let you be sitting on the sofa watching Investigation Discovery and 4 fucking cop units pull up to do a welfare check on you. Well, you know what? The chief of police calls it swatting. He calls it swatting. It had nothing to do with me going live. It had absolutely nothing to do with me going live. Why doesn't Flava drop Mike a fucking link? That's a visit. Yeah, well, they weren't visiting me, Bill, bitch. It was a check on my ass. No, it wasn't. I want to say a nurse, but it wasn't a nurse. I had somebody sitting with me 24/7. 24/7, there was somebody in my room with me. I was not allowed to be left alone. And I was not kicked out of the hospital. I was not. Flava, how do you know that that call was made on the 27th? Because it was made on the 27th, right? But I didn't get discharged until the next day on the 28th. Jennifer, I want her to drop a link. I want her to drop a link for Mike so he can say exactly what happened. Because I didn't get kicked. That's how cops approach anyone in a hospital room with somebody sitting with them 24/7. Giggle Goose loves everybody. I know Giggle Goose loves you. But seriously, and Flava's like, oh, Bomb, apologize to me. You said I called the hospital, but I called the police station. Bitch, I downloaded that video. You admitted to calling the police station under a false name to get me kicked out of my home when I was on a ventilator. And you want to act like you're so, I can't deal with that. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this, right? Right? You can't deal. You know what? The DC and your subscribers, hopefully, are opening their eyes to see what a true piece of shit you are. Because you are the epitome of pathetic. Yeah, get your dates and stories straight. You're right. The call was made on the 27th, right? When the cops came in. And I thought I was going to be discharged then. I did. And I was still on a fucking 1013 hold because the doctor in the hospital, after the 3 days, re signed another one and re signed another one. Flavor, you have done the most to everyone. To everyone. And you admitted that you called the police department. It's on video. You don't think you're gonna get in trouble for that? Impersonating someone? Lola just got a piece of enjoy. Yeah, Lola got into the garbage and I just saw her walk past me and I made broccoli rotten yesterday, right? And I broke all the broccoli things off the stem. And Lola's now eating the stem. Yeah, false calls are swatting. Mike was like sitting in the chair and like, let's get the story straight since everyone's so confused. I said he was playing solitaire, not me. Right? There's a solitaire app that we both play. Right? He was playing solitaire on his phone. I just ended my life. We were bullshitting. We were relaxing. I was laying in the hospital bed. And all of a sudden, my door of my hospital room flew open with like 4 cops, Muskogee cops, right? And like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hospital security guards there. I never made that call. I was being monitored 24/7, bitch. 24/7, I was being monitored. Literally. The only reprieve I felt like I got when they moved me into my room on the 27th is I got to take a shower with the door shut. There's no new scam. There's no new scam. I'm not asking for a fucking cent. Do you want me to drop my fucking cash app? Do you want me to drop it? Because I haven't dropped my cash app in forever. Forever. It's She's, SHEZ 444. That's my cash app. Now, I just said it. When's the last time you see me drop my cash app? And all of a sudden, I'm coming out with this. No, I'm not. When Mike was on Jenny Jen Jens, he said I was swatted in my room. He said I was swatted. So why would he lie? And Flama, you disgusting fucking pig. Drop Mike a link next time you go live and let him tell you what happened. I didn't get kicked out of the hospital. I wanted to leave on Friday. When Mike brought me clothes and I got swatted, I fucking wanted to leave the hospital. And they're like, you can't. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, your doctor signed another 1013 on you. Right? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, no, it's 3 4s, not 4. She did drop a link. Well, did Mike take it? Did Mike take it? I bet he didn't. Because now he's like sucking up to like the hate community on me because he's butthurt. Thank you, Granny on the web. That is my cash app. I don't drop it. I did not get kicked out of the hospital. Mike was there, and on Friday, I wanted to fucking leave, and they're like, you can't. And I'm like, yes, I can. I was on a 3-day hold. And they're like, the doctor assigned another hold on you, right? So I was like 1013 like twice, and I was like, Mike, what if they do it a third time? Can I just leave? Right? I couldn't leave on Friday. On Saturday, the day after I was swatted, The hospital administrator, and Mike can tell you this, came into my room and apologized profusely to me, right? And they still were not going to release me because I was still on a 1013. And so what the hospital administrator did was he got in touch with the doctor that kept signing off and renewing my 1013s, right? And the doctor came and saw me and he's like, Michelle, do you want to hurt yourself? I'm like, no, I did something stupid. He's like, but do you want to hurt yourself now? I didn't get discharged until the next day. I didn't get kicked out. I fucking definitely didn't get kicked out. Matter of fact, Mike left the hospital on Friday and he had to go to work on Saturday. And when he got off of work, hey, sorry, I forgot to put my phone on silent unknown callers and somebody tried to break up my stream, right? So, like, fucking put Mike up tonight after the Tito's and Fanny's. It'll be, no, it's not a new story. Just keep it real. Somebody block her. Or actually, just put her on timeout for 24 hours. Like, I'm over you. I'm over you. And everybody's like, oh, her voice would have been so messed up if they took her off of that. It was. I couldn't even talk. Literally, I could not talk when they took the vent off of me. I was still in ICU and I did not have access to my phone. The people that were babysitting me on 12-hour shifts, right? They were giving me ice because my mouth and my throat were so dry. Like I never said I got kicked out. I said that they were going to transfer me to a mental hospital and I got out of the hospital. Mike picked me up on Saturday, the day after the cops were called, right? When he got off of work. And then this dog food house person says, Mike and I were kicked out of the hospital and neither one of us are allowed there ever again. The fuck we aren't. The fuck we aren't. Because my nurse, my charge nurse, that was so awesome that I developed a relationship with, right? Her and the person that was babysitting me in my room, they both walked me out of the hospital when I was discharged and placed into Mike's truck. So why don't you drop a link, Flava? Why don't you drop a link to Mike's? And why didn't I go live immediately? Mike didn't even want me to do the first live. I didn't get kicked out of the hospital for doing a live. No, I didn't. Trust me, no, I didn't. I talked my fucking self out of going to a mental hospital. And when I said it was an executive decision, Mike is like, baby, let me just bring you home. And I was like, okay. The dogs were cool at Mike's. I went to Mike's. I spent the night, right? I went home. I got my Jeep. And all this drinking and driving. Drop a link to Mike. Flama. I don't drink and drive. Mike came to my house to pick me up to watch football games at his house, which is like 37-minute drive, right? Because I refused to drink and drive. I can't believe that you guys are believing Flava. I mean, I was telling the truth last night. I might have been like, I've been stressed, right? And I may have taken some medication. And I don't even think I sounded messed up. People say I sounded messed up, right? Well, it's 1:30 in the fucking afternoon on a Saturday. Correct? Make this make sense. Make this make sense to me, please. She called or was messaging my ex-husband when I was on a ventilator. She was messaging at the end. And that's going to come out on the 16th, bitch, in fucking court, bitch. And you were like, go change the locks. She's in the hospital. Hurry up. Change the locks on her house. What the fuck is it your motherfucking business? What is it your fucking business, Flava? Flava doesn't come with receipts. Flava doesn't have shit. She got in touch with Etienne and said, hey, I heard Michelle's in the hospital and she's on a ventilator. Go change the locks. Right? She did that and Etienne ignored her. So what did she do? Oh, that's right. And it's on video, Flama. You fucking called the police department when I was on a vent and impersonated my ex-husband's wife. That's a felony, bitch. You called the police department and impersonated another person. That's a fucking felony, you stupid whore. Right? And you admitted it on live. And Bombshell has a copy of it. Bomb, I need you to email me that copy, right? So that I can send it to the court to show what a psycho bitch this fucking idiot is. And when I didn't get kicked out of the hospital, or when ATN didn't change the locks and she didn't get what she wanted, yeah, bitch, it was you that called the hospital. How do we know? Because you did a live directly after my live, right? And as soon as we got done watching your live, is when the cops showed up, right? You like tried 3 times to get me kicked out of my fucking house or make my life miserable. I would think I was in the hospital for like 2 weeks. I don't even remember. Maybe 10 days, maybe a week. I don't know. Because like I said, I was on a vent and I was in ICU and all that shit is a blur. Maybe a week. I know I went in on a Friday and I got discharged on a Saturday. So maybe it was 8 days. I'm not quite sure. Because when I woke up, I didn't know where the fuck I was. I didn't know where the fuck I was when I woke up. And the nurses told me I was in ICU, that they had just removed a vent for me. And you say I'm not lying? I mean, or you say I'm lying? Mike knows I was on a ventilator. Drop him a link, you stupid, skanky bitch. Drop him a link. She called multiple hospitals trying to track Michelle down. That's weird. She's a stalker. She is a stalker. Flava, didn't I call her PO? Shit, her PO is gonna get a copy of this video. Her PO is gonna get a copy that she called a police department and falsified her name and said that she was my ex-husband's wife. And if the court order was in place, why aren't they taking me out of the house? Right? Your PO is gonna get a copy of that fucking video because you impersonate everyone. You know, you lie about saying a fake cancer claim. Paige even called you out. You like mess with documents all the time. So why would I be lying when I said, and the court knows, I was backstage on a Zoom hearing waiting for my case to be called? I was there. The judge could see me there. The clerk could see me there. Yet I get a text saying my son overdosed, and coincidentally, Amber had him on her panel, like, I don't know, immediately after. Joseph's never been on YouTube. Joseph's never taken a link. Are you telling me that this was not planned out? Literally. Literally. Are you telling me that this bullshit was not planned out? Like, you have been doing everything you can to get me out of this house. Everything that you can. And why? Because I'm going to sit back and I'm going to cross my legs, right? And relax. And I'm going to watch your fucking world fucking unravel. You say people are coming at me? The Flava's probation officer should do her job for once and violate Flava. You're damn right. You're damn right. And I'm going to send the video of her impersonating my ex-husband's wife to get me thrown out of the fucking house. No, the text did not come from me, Blake. No, it did not. Thank you, Twisty Poo. Amber sent him money before that to have on panel, no doubt about it. Of course she did. Of course she did. It was planned out. It was planned out. And I get a text and I'm like floored. I'm floored. I'm literally backstage in a fucking Zoom hearing and I get a text like that. I didn't send myself that text. Why the fuck would I do that? Why the fuck would I do that? It was actually hours after. You know what? I don't know, but it was planned out. It was 100% planned out. It was planned out. Maybe it was a couple hours later. I don't know. I lost my fucking mind. I was texting ATN. I was texting Mike. I was on the floor crying, literally crying, and I faked a fucking text message to myself. You people are psycho. Coral, I couldn't get in touch with anyone. I couldn't get in touch with anyone. That's why I contacted Etienne. That's why I'm like, Etienne, like, please, like, go to the fucking coroner's office and make sure that Joseph is not there. I didn't do shit, guys. Like, the judge knows I was backstage for my Zoom hearing. I was there. I just tried to get out of shit. Proof, Michelle, call. The coroner, call the hospitals, call your son. Joseph has me blocked. Yes, it said maybe Jamie. It wasn't even Jamie's phone number. Thank you, Granny. I mean, nobody's sending me cash apps, but thanks for dropping it, right? I'm moving out of the house. I spoke to ATN, and when the realtor slash appraiser came, they appraised the house for a little under 400, right? And you guys are saying I'm not going to get a fucking penny back from this house? Yes, I am. Carly, I lost my mind when I got that text, right? A call to the corner. I don't know. I was literally like crying on the floor, crying, throwing up, crying. And I sent ATN something. So it's okay to call your POs. I'm not on probation, motherfucker. Call all you want, Beverly. I'm not on probation. Yes, yes, I have a copy of the fucking text. It said, hey, mom, I heard Joseph overdosed, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, holy shit. Because Jamie is the person that I pay $50 a week to keep tabs on my son. And I haven't had extra money, so I haven't paid Jamie in about a month and a half, right? And all of a sudden, I get the crazy fucking text. ATM's taking 20,000 from me. Okay, okay, since you're so vested in my life. There's like 199.5 owed on this house, under 200,000. Under 200,000 is owed on this house, and it appraised for a little under 4. You think I give a fuck about 20,000? I did call the number that texted me, Coral. I've got proof on my fucking cell phone. Ball spot, you're hilarious. It did. I mean, if I can't click off of here because if I click off, I'm on my phone. I'm on StreamYard. I can't read the exact text. Your son said out of his own mouth that you don't and haven't done shit for him. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, it's funny because my Facebook memories are coming up for Thanksgiving. Joseph was, since I don't raise my kids, Joseph was maybe 14, 14. And we decided, like, because when we lived in Diamond Head, we decided to go deliver meals to, like, the homebound. And I thought it was going to teach Joseph to be humble because there's people that were homebound. And Joseph and I were excited about it, right? Joseph was happy. He's like, yeah, we're going to get their china out and we're going to like serve the food in the containers to them, for Thanksgiving dinner, right? And Joseph was excited and I was excited. So we decided to do something on Thanksgiving. My mom had Timmy. I think Bruce had Taylor that weekend. And Joseph and I went and delivered meals to the homebound and a humbling experience. Yeah, like people coming out of the house in wife beaters, meet me at the Jeep to get their food. It was absolutely ridiculous. It was ridiculous. These people weren't homebound. They were just people that were getting a free ride off the government. Like we had 12 meals to like deliver, and Joseph didn't know. Joseph did not know, but I purchased tickets to an MMA show at the Hard Rock. I believe it was at the Hard Rock in Biloxi that night to like give him a treat for being humble and doing these things. And like we delivered, I think 12 meals in like 2 hours, and we were laughing in the Jeep driving back to the house. And I'm like, well, Joseph, I kind of want to teach you a lesson about being humble, right? And I guess the only lesson it's teaching you is you have to go to college and like get your degree, or you'll be like these fucking loser people. That's exactly. I don't do anything for Joseph. That's right. My grandmother. My grandmother was an amazing woman, but she was also not a good woman. And I cleaned her house, and I cut her bushes, and I cut her grass for like 3 months to take Joseph and Timmy on an MMA cruise. Right? It was about $6,000 or $7,000. And when I say clean my grandmother's house, right? How much does water cost? Literally, how much does water cost if you're cleaning your bathroom? But she brought me a pot of water and a fucking face cloth that you could see through and a thing of Ajax to clean her toilets. And I sucked it up because I knew that she was